and I'm going to read Pooh's Best Friend. And it is
written by Anne Brooks.
And it is written by Anne Brooks and illustrated by Jim Jones.
Show the picture.
Pooh's best friend, not breast. Pooh's best friend. I ripped it.
I don't think they can actually see the picture, so you cannot show the picture.
Okay. One fine spring day, while Winnie the Pooh was having a snackerel of honey, he got to thinking about friends. He had many friends, but who is his best friend? The 100-acre wood? Could it be Owl? Every Eeyore, perhaps? Or Rabbit, Digger, Kanga, or Roo? And what about Piglet, dear? Shy Piglet. Pooh thought. What is a best friend? I think I shall ask everyone in the Hungry Acre Wood when I will know who my best friend is. Pooh licked some more honey from the honey pot, then headed outside. First Pooh asked Owl, Owl, what is a best friend? That is a very good question, said Owl. My great aunt Gaby once said a best friend is someone you can talk to about anything. Pooh thought of all the things he talked about with Owl. They talked about weather and Owl's distant relations. But Pooh and Piglet talked about everything. They talked about hunting, heffalumps. They talked about finding honey and acorns. They talked about the best places for a picnic. Next, Pooh asked Rabbit, Rabbit, what is a best friend? Oh, Pooh, I don't have time for such questions. But if you must know, a best friend is someone who is selfish. It is someone who thinks of you instead of himself. That is if he has a brain and can think. Pooh liked Rabbit. Rabbit had a brain, but Rabbit as unselfish as Piglet. Pooh remembered all the unselfish things that Piglet had done for him. He let Pooh sit by the fire in his favorite chair. He gave Pooh the biggest slice of huckleberry pie. Next, Pooh asked Eeyore, what is a best friend? I wouldn't know, Pooh, but I suspect it's someone who remembers your birthday. Pooh wondered if Eeyore had ever remembered his birthday. Once Piglet had a braved in a windstorm to deliver a present to Pooh. Another time Piglet had thrown a party for Pooh. Piglet complete with balloons and cake and honey lemonade. Next, Pooh asked Tigger, Tigger, what is your best friend? Hoo hoo hoo. That's easy, Tigger said. A best friend is someone who sticks around even if you bounce them accidentally. Pooh thought. I stick around Tigger when he bounces me. Then Pooh remembered all the time that Piglet had stuck around. There was the time that Pooh had forgotten to meet Piglet at Pooh Stick's fridge. Then there was a time that Pooh had eaten all of Piglet's lunch by mistake. Poor Piglet. Pooh had even licked up all the crumbs. Next, Pooh asked Kanga, Kanga, what is your best friend? Your best friend, Pooh dear. It is someone who is patient and kind, said Kanga. It is someone who listens and who can keep secrets. Pooh thought, that sounds like Kanga. Kanga must be my best friend. But then Pooh thought a little longer. Kanga had also described Piglet. Piglet was all of those things, and the more Piglet was easy to talk to. He was unselfish and loyal, and he would always remembered Pooh's birthday. As Pooh turned to go, Roo squeaked. I know what a best friend is. A best friend is someone who asks you to play. You're right, Roo, said Pooh. Thank you. At the moment, Pooh knew who his best friend was. Kanga was a good friend, and so was Roo. But it was Piglet who asked Pooh to do fun things. As Pooh stumped along the path, he felt warm and funny inside. He hummed a little hum and thought of the marvelous things that he and Piglet had done together. He thought of all the things they would do. He saw a daisy and picked it. He hurried to Piglet's house and thumped on the door. Hello, Piglet, said Pooh. Hello, Piglet, said Pooh. I brought you a daisy. How kind of you, said Piglet, letting Pooh in. Would you like a piece of huckleberry pie? It has honey in it. The two friends sat inside talking about this and that, and about this and that. But this time Pooh insisted that Piglet sit by the fire in the comfiest chair and take the biggest piece of huckleberry pie. For if Piglet was Pooh's best friend, who wanted to be his? The end.
Well, I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing. Oh, it still says still